Hi, I'm Pat and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to put race gas in the BMW i8 to see what it'll do from 0 to 60. First off, I want to thank you, the viewers, because this wouldn't be possible without you. Every time you view a video, like, subscribe, and share, it helps me earn a little bit more from ad revenue. Yes, these ads that come up on these videos are quite annoying, but I have to admit, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even be trying race gas in the BMW i8. So thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to these videos. I gotta tell you, it helps me continue to grow the channel and produce excellent content for you. So let's get right to it. But before we get to that, I have an update for you. The tune that's on this car, the one developed by Alex at Yorkshire DPF Center, well, he's received a ton of demand for this tune over the past 2 videos that I've released. What does that mean? Well, he's finally given in. He's going to offer this tune to clients worldwide. Not only that, he found a very cool device that allows you to install this tune yourself. Not only that, but you can choose between 5 tunes. You can go between stock, Pat's tune, which he calls the tune that's on my car. There's a stage 1 tune, there's a burbles and bangs tune if you want a lot of noise. And that, of course, is something that he's offering with an exhaust that he's producing. There's a link in the description below, Yorkshire DPF Center, and when you hit that link and you go to check out, there's an option to insert a promo code. If you use the promo code Pat's Garage, it will save you a bunch of money. That's Pat's Garage, all one word. Now, everything is in British pounds, but when you go to checkout using PayPal, it will convert it to your country's denomination. So there's no worries about how you're going to pay for this. So definitely check out the link in the description below, put in Pat's Garage as a promo code, see how much it's going to cost you. To me, it looks like one heck of a discount. So let's go on with the rest of the video. A few days ago, I went out and I purchased 100 octane unleaded gasoline for the car. Now, this is produced by Sunoco, and it's branded as 260 GT. It's 100 octane here in the United States, but in Europe, it's 105 RON, Research Octane Number. There was some confusion in my last video about the kind of fuel that I was using, so this 100 octane is actually a race gas. It's not leaded, so it doesn't have as high of octane as I could get for the car, but because I have catalytic converter and all the modern features of this car, leaded fuel is not a possibility. So this is the best we can do. So I drove the car until it ran almost out of gas. I literally have 3 liters of fuel in this car, which is the equivalent of about a half a gallon. How do I know that? I used BimmerLink. I've never used this software before because it wasn't available to an Android phone user like myself. But now I have BimmerLink, so let me show you a little bit how that works. Now, if you've seen my Bimmer code video, then you are familiar with this device. This is a VPeak OBD2 connector. There'll be a link in the description below on Bimmer code and how to use this VPeak connector in order to connect between my phone, Bluetooth, to the OBD2 system. And now I've gone ahead and installed the Bluetooth dongle down in the OBD2 connector. And we can see up here in the dash after I've started the car, we got 16 miles of electric, 48 miles total range with an extremely low fuel tank and a warning to go along with it. Let's come over here to the phone. I'm going to kick off the BimmerLink app and hit connect. And now we'll connect via Bluetooth to the dongle that's under the dash. And up here I have sensor values and I can hit the edit button down at the bottom. Let me come down to fuel level. There are a ton of different things you can select. I'm going to pick fuel tank level, hit the back arrow, and there we are. 3 liters. So we know that there's 3 liters of fuel in this tank, and that is 1/2 of a gallon. And this is important because when I go ahead and add that 100 octane to the fuel tank, I need to figure out whether it's diluting my octane down to a lower level. So let's talk about that next. So fuel dilution. If I have a half gallon of 93 octane fuel in the car and I add 5 gallons of 100 octane fuel, I can work out the math and determine exactly what octane is going to be in the car because it dilutes it a little bit. So I'm going to have as close to 100 octane as possible, but not exact, because there's still a half gallon of 93 octane left. So let's do a little bit of math. We're going to take 0.5 gallons and we're going to divide that by 5.5 gallons because we're going to add 5 gallons of fuel which means we're going to have a 5.5 gallon tank of fuel. That equals 0.09. So if I take that 0.09 and I multiply it by 93, I get 8.45. Now, let's take that same equation. We're going to take 5 gallons of the 100 octane, right? We're going to divide that by 5.5 and we get 91. If we take that and multiply that by 100 octane, we get 90.9. So if we take the results from the 93 octane, which was 8.45, and we add that to 90.9, we get 99.35 octane. So by mixing 5 gallons of 100 octane with half a gallon of 93 octane, the total octane in the tank is 99.35, which to me is close enough to 100 octane. I'm going to call this better than pump gas. Let's take this thing and fill it up with 100 octane. I was just out on the road. The car is wet. Yes, this is not the best conditions to be out testing 0 to 60 times. It was a little bit hotter and a little bit higher in humidity. Barometer was horrible. The density altitude was double what it was last time, so that definitely affects engine performance. So with all of that, we're going to make another run, but let me go ahead and show you exactly what happened when I was out on the road. All right, it's a very busy day on the same exact road. It is 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It's hot, but I'm ready to go. So let's give this thing a shot and see what happens. What do we get? 4.09. All right, it was slower. I need to give this another chance. 4.09. Now, that was on race gas. So, you know, with the hot temperatures, the high humidity, density, altitude, almost 4,000 feet. Whew. All right, we're going to give this another shot here. We're going to... in these conditions. All right, we'll take her home. So previously I took the i8 out, and of course conditions were horrible. It was raining, it was high humidity, there was a lot of traffic on the road. So I waited a day, and all of a sudden we have lower humidity. It's a little bit warmer than it was during my first 0 to 60 video, but the humidity's lower. So I'm hoping to get similar density altitudes as what I had when I originally ran this car on a 0 to 60. Now, of course, when I ran it in the rain, I got some interesting G results. So what do you think? That's one heck of a G-force going from first to second gear. Whereas 1G before, and now it's like, what, 1.2, 1.3? I don't know. Anyway, I'm hoping to get better 0 to 60 times because conditions are so much better right now. So let's get this car out on the road and we'll see what she can do. Okay, that's cool. So we went from a 3.95 to a 3.81, and our density altitude right now is 3,100 feet. So traction control, I turned it off, was in launch control mode. I saw the flag. Everything is definitely set up for a normal launch here, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with those numbers. That is awesome. And it's showing invalid now. So it was verified, now it's showing invalid. I don't... And there's a Ferrari. Testarossa, baby. is race gas really making that much of a difference? I don't know. My density altitude is higher, and that usually means that the engine's not going to perform as well. So it's seeing a difference in humidity, temperature, and pressure that's causing it to say, we can't really give you the performance that we would normally have at standard temperatures at sea level. So for example, 70 degrees Fahrenheit at sea level, perfect barometer, everything's perfect. We're going to give you the best performance possible. But at what appears to be 3,000 feet above sea level, we're not going to get that performance. So I don't know what is really the answer here. I don't know whether or not race gas is really improving anything or it's slowing things down. I can't tell. And would I try this again with race gas? Probably in the wintertime. I think that I would like to give the car another try in the wintertime, obviously with this tune and better conditions, and see how it performs, because in the wintertime I may actually be getting much better air, much denser air, colder air, and my density altitude should then go down. So that would definitely help me. So those are the results. I'm kind of disappointed. I felt that if conditions were better, that I could have accomplished a much quicker result. Getting this done one time rather than having to make 2 trips to the same place on 2 different days. But it is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. Decide what's right for you, whether it's premium or race gas. We shall see. Anyway, so for now I'm going to sign off. Stay tuned to the channel because I have a whole lot more coming. Made a few modifications to the i8 and you might like the way it sounds. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel, ringing that bell for notifications, because I'll be posting more BMW i8 content. Thanks for watching, and happy motoring.